just done a differentiation from first principles there. So let's say they give you this function, 3x plus 2, and they ask you what is the rate at which the function is changing. Then all this work here is your differentiation from first principles. Okay, there's your formula. You fill it all in and you end up with the rate of change of this function is 3. And this is a good recap for your coordinate geometry. What does that function look like? So if we have a general sketch and we looked at our log tables and we opened the coordinate geometry page, and we see here that if you have a line and you write it in the form of y equals, so how do I do that here? Well, f of x is equal to 3x plus 2, so f of x can be replaced by a y. And what do I notice? Well, if I'm able to use my log tables, m is the slope and c is where it cuts the y-axis. So I have a slope of 3 plus 3, and it cuts at 2. That's just a quick sketch there. Obviously you'd have to fill in your y-axis here and everything, and your x-axis. But it's just to kind of get you the idea that, you know, what does the rate of change mean? Well, how is it changing? Oh, if I go over 1, I go up 3. You know, if I go over 1, so let's say that's -1 there. If I go over 1, I have to go up 1, 2, 3. Over 1, up 1, 2, 3. So another word for the rate at which the function is changing is the slope. That's why I got the answer 3. Because what's the slope? It's 3. And then if I sketch it, you know, I can see that it cuts at 2. But the rate at which the function is changing is just a fancy way of asking what is the slope. So maybe you don't have to do all this hard work. Maybe there's a faster way to do it. Now, if they ask you to differentiate from first principles, you have to differentiate from first principles. But if they just asked you to differentiate and they gave you the function (5x plus 3), well, what's the differentiation of that? If they don't care if I do it by first principles, well then I'm just going to do it as fast as I possibly can. The rate at which this is changing is just a fancy way of asking what's the slope of that line? How, you know, over 1, up 5, over 1, up 5. Because I can see here clearly that when it's in the format of y equals 5x plus 3, then that's where it cuts the y-axis, and that's the slope. So if they ask me what's the rate of change of this function, I can just say 5. Because if I have enough of awareness of what they're actually asking me, then I don't actually need to do all this hard work. If I understand what it is, I don't need to actually do it unless they specifically ask for it.